this is something of a home game for you. I'm curious how you're feeling ahead of fight night on Saturday.
Feel great, man. Had a great camp. I'm 100% ready to go. And, UFC comes to the Northeast. I think they know they got to put the steamroller on the card.
Do you see this as an opportunity, like in front of a home crowd? They're going to be going crazy for you. You know that with an emphatic performance here, you can really push yourself up those rankings and make a name for yourself.
Yeah, 100%. This is, a huge fight. I mean, the next fight is always the biggest fight, but this is the highest ranked fighter I've fought. And, the goal from the beginning was to be a world champ. And now I'm fighting number 14 in the world. So once I beat him, I should be ranked up there, and we're on our way to the world title.
You mentioned it's the highest ranked guy you've ever fought. I'm wondering, what's the mindset for that? Is it, wow, this is a big step up for me, let's see where I rank against him? Or is it, I'm so excited to prove that I'm on this level and even further above?
I'm ready, and I know that Dober's good, but I'm good too. He's got 2 arms, he's got 2 legs, he bleeds like I bleed, and he could get knocked out like the rest of them.
What do you think of him as a fighter? I mean, he's a very good-looking guy, but actually he can be a bit of a dog in there as well. He can throw hands, he can get involved in a real scrap. What are you expecting from him come fight night?
Yeah, man, I was pumped when I got this fight because I've been a fan of his. I've been watching him from the beginning, and then being able to fight him now is a dream come true. He is a dog. He's a dog, and I'm a dog, and it's gonna be a dog fight in there, and I don't lose dog fights.
Good luck.
I'm curious. You want to knock him out. You said he has the record for most knockouts in lightweight history shared with Dustin Poirier. What would it mean to knock out the guy who has the most knockouts in this division?
It would be huge, man. He's never been knocked out before, so I love to go in there and do something that nobody's ever done. My last 2 guys, I gave them their first loss, and I'd be ecstatic to go in there and give Dober his first knockout loss.
Yeah, with that said, you kind of look at like the fight with Terrence McKinney or something like that. You can have him really on the ropes, and he's still dangerous. So if you do get in a situation like that, how much of your fight IQ do you have to use to make sure you don't overcommit and walk into something that turns the tables?
I know that he'll be there the whole time. So I got to put him out and be calculated in there, and that's something we've really been working with, me and Coach Longo. He always likes to joke around and say, we're not going psycho in there, we're using our head. And, I like to think of myself, I've always been a killer, but I'm a calculated killer now. I have many weapons, and I want to really go in there and display, all my weapons.
And speaking of Ray Longo, can you tell us about this amazing shirt you're wearing?
Oh, yeah, right? This is the Lucky Ray Longo shirt. I've worn it for pretty much every fight. Every fight I've been at for a long time now, for like 5 years. Anakin Florian podcast, shout out. And yeah, this is the Godfather MMA, so I feel awesome repping him.
That's great. Thank you, man.
Matt back here. Matt, good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you.
Good to see you. So this is going to be your second fight where you have home field advantage. What's it like fighting in front of a crowd that knows you, especially, your last fight was in New York. You won by knockout, and now you're back in New Jersey. What's it like to have home court advantage once again?
It's awesome, man. Don't have to take a plane anywhere, not too far. And, I love putting on for the home crowd, for my people. The Northeast, we're built different over here, and I can't wait to hear the steamroller chants going through the Prudential Center.
And what's it like, especially because you're going to be on the same crowd with your same card with your teammate Funkmaster? What's it like fighting on the same card, and especially during the entire training camp, training with him while he's preparing for a big title fight, and being a part of that training camp and fighting on the same card as him?
It's a dream come true, man. Especially Aljo main event, Aljo Cejudo. That's a huge fight, and then just being in the gym training alongside the champ, doing jiu-jitsu with him, doing boxing with him, watching what he's doing and just feeding off it. His presence just elevates everyone in the room and fires everyone up. And, we're lucky to have him and have a great team that, supported each other.
Awesome. And could we mass produce that T-shirt so you can hand it out in New Jersey, please?
Yeah, you got to go to Anakin Florian podcast.
We're buying that. Thank you.
Matt, over here to your left. Last Friday, you had a chance to throw out the first pitch, Citi Field. How'd that come about?
Oh my God, that was awesome. So somehow I'm the Cohen's favorite fighter now. I'll give it to my brother. He got us field tickets for a Mets game last season, and I met Alex Cohen on the field, and we hit it off. She's an amazing person. She brought us up to the suite. We were able to meet Steve. Steve's an amazing person as well. And they love the local people, the local Mets fans. We've been lifelong Mets fans. We grew up at Shea Stadium, and now we're at Citi Field. And the Cohens support their own, and I'm really lucky that they're with me.
Yeah, you threw it from the mound, not in front of the mound, so good job. What was the experience like? Obviously, your father was there. Your brother was the umpire, I believe, for that call. Just, what was it like having the whole family there with you for that moment?
Man, it was honestly it was a dream come true. Like still watching back in the footage, like I can't believe it. And I had a nice wind up. I was honestly a little nervous when I got out there. I got out to the mound, and I was like, man, this is like a little bit further than what I thought it was gonna be. But I'm an athlete. I nailed the wind up, and then my dad came in big. He went up and made the catch. I threw some high heat, and my dad made the catch, and then my brother still called it a strike. So it was a dream come true.
Who did you like the most on the Mets growing up, and any games that stand out to you that you went to as a fan?
I love David Wright, and he's my captain, and I'll always remember that play that he made when he ran out and caught that with his hand. He made that catch. So yeah, shout out David Wright, the captain.
Did you play baseball?
Yeah. Me and my brother grew up playing baseball, t-ball. I probably played baseball for like 10 years until I got to high school, and then I like to hit people, so I switched over to lacrosse because I could run down people and hit people. So I think that probably explains a lot.